welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, you can feel free to contact me at 339-1670, or you can call my office at 237-3135, and they will give you the relevant information that you need. Those of you who need counseling, feel free to contact me. Those of you with properties to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can also contact me at 339-1670. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you on our page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, like and share as we go live, you would know. Those of you on YouTube, subscribe, TT Real Talk, hit the bell and you would know when we go live. Viewers, now is the perfect time to call your friend, call your family, send them that message, tell them Real Talk is going live. I will be right back after this break.
Do you want to start your own dental clinic but think it's going to cost you a fortune? Then this is the place for you. You can get an X-ray machine bundle which includes a Dell AMD laptop with auto X-ray software, a sitting stool, a mouse, dental sheets, manual processing machine, and film processing liquid with lots more. You can also get a dental chair bundle with a built-in suction pump, a screen, a sink and light with adjustable height and dental instruments, and the sterilizer bundle with dental instruments and sterilizer bags. You can get all this for only $160,000. Or you can get the X-ray machine with a Dell AMD laptop with other bundles for only $35,000, a sterilizer for $30,000, and the suction pump and compressor for only $20,000.
All these offers include the bundles.
This is a very limited offer, so get what you need today. If you call now, you'll be guaranteed free local shipping and installation with a 1-year manufacturer warranty.
Call 237-3135 today.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call
1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back, viewers. As we start off tonight's program, Minister of Finance Colin Imbert indicated today, Thursday, at a post-cabinet media briefing that Heritage Petroleum Company Limited will not be run by an interim team as originally stated by the company yesterday, Wednesday, the 21st. The now CEO of Heritage Petroleum Company Limited, Mike Wiley, is currently in the United States recovering from cancer. Finance Minister Colin Imbert indicated that the government has identified a replacement for CEO to come in and run the operation at Heritage Petroleum Company Limited.
So the company had proposed that in the interim, which would be an 8-month period, that the company be run by a leadership team, and they named the leadership team in a press release last night. But that is not consistent with what we as government think should be done. We felt that a company as important as this should have a replacement CEO, a subject matter expert, immediately. So I just want to clear that up. The company will not be run by any team of people over the next 6 months. We are seeking, and I think we have identified someone. I would not want to say anything just yet because there's many a slip between the cup and the lip, but we have identified a potential replacement to come in and run the Heritage Petroleum Company. Somebody with the kind of expertise, qualifications, experience in the energy sector that is required to run a company of this importance.
Now, viewers, when we ran the story, I was asking, how come we had the CEO of Heritage Petroleum being recovered or recovering from an ailment in the United States? And he have, according to the government, they have put together a team. And a team in Trinidad and Tobago here. And the CEO in the United States was going to manage this team while being recovered from his ailment. You know, he was going through his healing process, and he would have ran that agency, that team from the US. I was asking that question to the company, to the ministers, to the board members yesterday. How can we have a sick, ailing man run Heritage Petroleum from the United States? How can this be? So he's across there, and this team is working with order from this man way up in the US. So today now, Finance Minister saying that they have found someone to fill that gap as the now CEO. So sometimes you wonder why companies go down when managers are not here, when CEOs are not here. They can't fly in to see what caused a mistake because you're recovering from an ailment out of Trinidad. When we light up the situation yesterday, today, they found someone. So you see who is looking at us? Because we are not going to keep anything behind the curtain. We're going to bring it out from behind the curtain and put it in the public domain. Colin Imbert also thanked former Heritage Petroleum Limited Chairman Wilfred Espinet for doing what he described as a fantastic job in the restructuring of Heritage Petroleum Company Limited.
I must say that, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, few people in Trinidad and Tobago could have done the job that he did in restructuring the company and also securing the financing of that $850 million US bond. But the restructuring is now more or less complete, and we now move into operations. So the board has done the job that we asked them to do, and it's time to move into a different phase of the company's life. So that I want to thank and congratulate Mr. Espinea and his team for the fantastic job they did. It wasn't easy. There was a very tight time schedule, and it was very, very difficult. And I think one of the greatest achievements was the refinancing of that $850 million US. In fact, people say it in US, but you should really say it in TT. You're talking about over $5 billion in debt that was peacefully, quietly, and professionally restructured. It wasn't easy to get.
Attorney Michael Kwamina will replace Wilfred Espinet as Heritage Petroleum Chairman. Now, listen this. We have the Finance Minister, Colin Imbert, is thanking former Heritage Petroleum Chairman Wilfred Espinet for a fantastic job he did restructuring Heritage Petroleum. Now, viewers, I want to let you understand something. And listen carefully. Come back to me. This is the same Wilfred Espinay who said everyone from the refinery will be going home. This is the same one who was on the board of Petroleum and shut it down. Wilfred Espinay. This is the same man who sent home thousands of workers from the Petroleum refinery. So we have here now the Minister of Finance congratulating this man on a wonderful job he did to Heritage Petroleum. Now listen to this. Why didn't this same individual restructure the refinery and keep the 5,000 workers? Why didn't the same man restructure Petroleum and keep the workers there? If you did it for Heritage Petroleum, you could have did it for the refinery and the workers. So what is there to congratulate Mr. Colin Imbert? I am asking you, the people, the question. What is there to congratulate? Keep in mind, just a couple months ago, 382 million tax break was given to this same company. So how now we have a minister now coming out, congratulations, fantastic job to Wilfred. Why you couldn't restructure the refinery, restructure Petroleum? Why? What was so fantastic in restructuring Heritage Petroleum when they only started a couple months back? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead.
I would like to say special good night to Anjani Mohammed, who is locked on, and Azad Mohammed from St. John Village, Peru.
Thank you. So this is my question to you. Feel free to call in 237-3135. Let the public hear what you have to say. What is yet to congratulate? Thousands of people went home. I remember in an interview, everybody going home. So don't call me 2 o'clock in the morning and ask me who's staying and who going. That was the same man. But you congratulate. You see, that was sometimes we always wonder who really running where, you know. Who really running where? Caller, good night.
Saeed.
My friend.
Saeed, that was the hatchet man, boy. He was brought in especially to do that, to fight to settle them people. They call me hatchet man. You see, the doctor already do that. Doctor already take his personal attorney and make him chairman. Saeed is just for work for job for friends and family. And this PLO government really had to go by. They're mashing up this country, and people have seen that. People still talking about PLO. They had to go, Saeed.
Thank you, my friend. You see, viewers, it's the facts that I bring to you. You know why? Trinidad is our country, and I want you to understand what is taking place right here in Trinidad. Thousands of people went home from Petroleum and the refinery, and our minister, our finance minister, well done, Espinay. Let me tell you something. Come back, guys. Let me tell you something. If they restructured the refinery and restructured Petroleum, I could have said, well done. I could have said, well done, Mr. Espinay. But now, what you want me to say, well done for what? A CEO develop a sickness. He in the US, all identify a new CEO. But well done? Well done for what? Huh? Caller, good night.
Good night, sir.
Hello?
Hello, Mr.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, I have a son missing a year and a half now, right now, and I complained to the anti-kidnapping, everybody, the Cuba police and everything and whatever, and there's nothing going on with it. I want to know what's going on.
Caller, call me tomorrow, 339-1670. And here now we have Michael, as the attorney, is the new CEO. Is Michael the Prime Minister's attorney? So you see, when callers call in, and they let go the S in the public domain, this is how things come out. This is how people are being educated. Because if I know something, I will let you know. If you have a right to know, I will let you know. So you see how things are being run in Trinidad? Prime Minister's attorney now is the new CEO for Heritage Petroleum. How you like that? How you like that? Real Talk immediately contacted the UNC Deputy Political Leader David Lee for a comment on Wilfred Espinay's termination as chairman of Heritage Petroleum Company Limited. David Lee indicated that Wilfred Espinay has destroyed Trinidad and Tobago with regards to shutting down Petrotrin and putting 5,000 people on the breadline.
Wilfred Espinay should have never been the chairman of Petrotrin, and he should have been terminated since way back in 2018, or he should never have been appointed. But what we have seen, what is interesting, is that the new members, the new chairman, and the new board members are all connected to this government and the Prime Minister. We have the new chairman of Michael Commoner, who's an attorney, and he is the attorney also for the Prime Minister in his private capacity. And also we see an individual by the name of Newman George, who is the vice chair and also chairman of certain Petrotrin companies. And you know Newman George is the chairman of HCC and also is the husband of the Speaker of the House. So what you're seeing is a commingling of nepotism once again by this present government in this new composition of board members, who none of them, the chairman and the vice chairman, don't have any energy experience. So I really don't know what is the purpose of appointing these two individuals, along with like Christine Saieed and etc., because they cannot bring any energy experience on a sector that they have destroyed, and this government, this country depends highly on for revenue.
So you see, viewers, now former Port Authority Chairman Christine Saieed was also named as a board member of Heritage Petroleum Company Limited. Do they know anything about the energy sector? As MP David Lee said, do they have any knowledge about bringing anything successful to the table? We have an attorney now who is the chairman, a lawyer, somebody who fights matters in court. He is the new CEO for Heritage Petroleum. What do you think about this? It's like taking a man who cutting grass and making him the CEO of a financial institute. And all he knows is about cutting grass. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead, my dear.
Good night. Wilfred Espinay do the dirty work for Rowley by closing down the Petrotrin and getting rid of the union and getting rid of all the workers. So and getting rid of the trail of the paper trail of the ANV drilling. So he did the dirty work for Rowley, so that Rowley could run free now. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you, my dear. Switching gears a bit, viewers. President of the Public Service Association, Watson Duke, said that public servants, some of whom arrived at work at 8 a.m. but don't leave until 6 p.m. are hurt to the core by the Prime Minister's suggestion that they are lazy. Duke said he was shocked and upset when he saw Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley comment about public servants.
When I come across headlines in a daily newspaper that says PM knocks public servants who produce absolutely nothing but makes the most noise when pay is late, lazy loafers, it worries me. It worries all 80,000 public servants of this country, and it hurts us to the core. It says to that mother, that father, that good worker who leaves south at 4 a.m. to come to Port of Spain for an 8 o'clock job, then leaves work at 5, 6 p.m. to get home, that your efforts are not recognized.
Now I want you all to understand Watson Duke is the president of the Public Service Association. Well, it was. And this is what he is saying concerning the comments of the now Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. You see, I can tell you something. When you are a minister or when you are in leadership, all eyes are on you. On you. Because people are watching your moves. They are watching the way you respond to people. They are looking at your comments. Being a leader. And if you are a leader and you are saying to the public that you are lazy, being a public servant, what response are you looking for? How do you expect the public now to treat with you? Are you gaining their respect or are you pushing them away from you? Because keep in mind, every election comes around, you the Prime Minister, together with your cabinet, need the support of these people to put you back into power. Call a good night.
Saeed,
my friend.
Dr. Rowley. Dr. Rowley is a public servant too. And there are man more lazy than he. He always jumping on a plane. He going here, he going there, he going all over the place. Dr. Rowley is the one. Well, I can't say here, man. You can never get a dusty Prime Minister like Dr. Rowley again. He said he didn't want to give the job.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, listen to this. The Minister of Works and Transport, Rohan Sinanan, said today that Trinidad and Tobago will receive new pumps at the end of the month to deal with flash flooding in Port of Spain. Areas such as Arpita Avenue, Edward Street, and Ryson Road, Port of Spain, was completely covered in water on Wednesday. Works and Transport Minister also noted that Trinidad and Tobago experienced 50 millimeters of rainfall yesterday, Wednesday, the 21st.
Yesterday, between 12 and 1, we had 50 millimeters of rainfall. Once you get that sort of downpour in any city, you will have street and flash flooding. What we got yesterday was street and flash flooding. It came in at the low tide. The drains obviously cannot handle that amount of water immediately, so it took about 20 minutes after the rain had stopped for the water to recede. That was as a result of all the work that we have been doing in downtown to clean the underground drains, and in the South Key area where we actually installed a new drain into a sump on the port side, where we have some pumps coming in at the end of the month.
New pumps. Now listen to this. Everybody in Trinidad and Tobago, I am not going to bad talk Rohan Sinanan. But listen this is common sense. A little child would have told you this. The rainy season was about to start. Right? The rainy season was about to start. So I am guessing you all have been in governance for the last 4 years. You all have seen for the last 4 years every area that floods. Every area throughout Trinidad and Tobago, you all know where it floods. You all know how much rain would fall to flood the area. So I want to ask the question, why did you all wait? Why did you all wait until the flood comes in to put these new pumps in place? That's just my question to you all. If you all knew the rain was coming, you all knew the season was approaching, but still you all waited for the area to flood out. After the flood, you decided to put new pumps at the end of the month. Just a suggestion, you know. I just want to know why I didn't put that before the season comes in. I just want to hear what you have to say concerning this. It's sad. It's sad that flood have to come and wash out the place. And after, you will put the pump. So sometimes I wonder if we would ever reach, not first class, you know, but second class country. Because right now we're down to the third, maybe the fourth. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. We'll be right back after this.
Do you want to start your own dental clinic but think it's going to cost you a fortune? Then this is the place for you. You can get an X-ray machine bundle which includes a Dell AMD laptop with auto X-ray software, a sitting stool, a mouse, dental sheets, manual processing machine, and film processing liquid with lots more. You can also get a dental chair bundle with a built-in suction pump, a screen, a sink and light with adjustable height and dental instruments, and the sterilizer bundle with dental instruments and sterilizer bags. You can get all this for only $160,000. Or you can get the X-ray machine with the Dell AMD laptop with other bundles for only $35,000, a sterilizer for $30,000, and the suction pump and compressor for only $20,000.
All these offers include the bundles.
This is a very limited offer, so get what you need today. If you call now, you'll be guaranteed free local shipping and installation with a 1-year manufacturer warranty.
Call 237-3135 today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call
1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Sometimes I wonder if we would go from third to second and from second to first class. I really wonder that sometime. Now listen to this, viewers. The opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar has called on the present Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley to call the general election now. There have been numerous of protests throughout the streets of Port of Spain, one of which has hundreds of citizens displaying their frustration towards the PNM leadership. From the protests at the Oval in Port of Spain on Thursday, June 13th, to another protest in front of the Prime Minister's office on Friday, July 26th, the citizens of this country is desperately demanding a change of governance. Now we need to ask ourselves what kind of leadership we really want. On the line is political leader of the Progressive Empowerment Party, Phillip Alexander. Good night to you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I want to thank you for taking the time out to joining us on Real Talk so the viewers could hear what you have to say. Now, Mr. Phillip, do you have plans to contest all 41 seats of the upcoming 2020 general election?
Absolutely.
Now, what plan does the PPE propose for a new and better Trinidad and Tobago?
That's a brilliant question, Sai. Thanks a lot for having me on your show, and thanks a lot for the question. Trinidad and Tobago has been rudderless for a long time. Listening to some of these politicians talk, I mean, you quoted Kamala Persad-Bissessar talking about two protests that the UNC organized. That's not the public protesting. Getting Trinidad and Tobago out to protest now would require more media for alternative parties like the Progressive Empowerment Party. We've grown to the level that we've grown without any media at all, based on real plans, policies, and ideas, and a lot of very talented people who have come together and pooled their resources to build this movement. Trinidad and Tobago, right now, the average person has no idea what this country is. We don't know what we are. We know what we're not. We know who we don't like. We know who we's bad talk and who we's pulled down. But we are not a nation state. We've never been united. We've never voted for a party in common cause for a better country based on a mission or a vision laid out by leadership that understood that the well-being of each and every citizen is the reason for government. We've never had any of that. We've had government take advantage of power to their own advantage and to feather their nest and that of their finances. The average person in Trinidad and Tobago thinks politician is a bad word. They expect that, regardless of who you are, they never hear your name before, but if you get into power, they expect that you will steal. Because Trinidad and Tobago, that's all we've ever known. The Progressive Empowerment Party has identified strong policies to take the country to first world and developed nation. And it's things that the existing political parties are well aware of. Our flood mitigation plan is a drought mitigation plan as well. And to hear both Tiwari read our policy as if it were UNC policy is disgusting. And we've heard the PNM take our marine industry expansion policy and claim it as their own. And it's because these parties have found themselves in a position where bacchanal and noise It's not attracting voters anymore. People want real alternatives. It's why you have so many parties popping up now and why the Progressive Empowerment Party is growing at the rate it is growing. You ask, what are our policies to take the country forward? And I answer you that rebuilding Trinidad and Tobago requires that we rebuild the family and rebuild the community. And all our policies do that. We talk about jobs for all. We talk about a government paying attention to diversifying the economy to make sure that there are adequate avenues for people to maximize their potential and we don't all end up stuffing fries in a KFC box. You need to look at all of the ways that Trinidad and Tobago naturally has avenues to earn revenue. From tourism, cruise ship tourism, which requires very little infrastructure. Two of our senior members are cruise industry executives, and they've spoken at length as to how easily we could put 1 million feet on the ground in Trinidad and Tobago with a cruise industry as a precursor to kickstarting a real tourism industry. And real tourism is not 375,000 people coming to your country for a year. We have information on countries like Barbados and Dominican Republic, Italy, France, Spain. These countries get 5 million, 10 million, 40 million, 50 million people. New Orleans, Caribana, Rio Carnival, they bring tens of millions of people to their respective countries and hundreds of millions of US dollars to the economy. Nothing that we do in any of those things right now and for the last 30 years at least have been anything based on vision or predicated on developing people and giving them hope and opportunity. And that's what the Progressive Empowerment Party brings to the national conversation. We would expand into agriculture based on assessing the consumption patterns of the country and identifying ways and means to get ourselves food self-sufficient in the immediate term and get back to being a net food exporter as we were up to the 70s. We have a lot of available farmland that's being taken and given out to friends and financiers of these political parties to build strip malls, gas stations, and cityplexes. And the Progressive Empowerment Party says we will undo that. All food land should go back to growing food. Agriculture is a growth pole of the world. The United Nations put out an alert. The food is going to get very expensive. What will a country like Trinidad and Tobago, who has been in recession for the past 4.5 years while the rest of the world grew between 3 and 3.5%. Now that recession is coming for the rest of the planet, what's going to happen to us? What's going to happen to our ability to buy food? We were supposed to expand into agriculture and agri-processing 20 years ago. We need a government that understands that agricultural entrepreneurship is a massive opportunity for employment, for development. Agriculture, tourism, a heavy marine industry to create opportunities for shipping. Trinidad and Tobago is the only Caribbean territory outside of the hurricane belt. We're supposed to be managing shipping on a scale like Singapore and Dubai. The fact that we don't know and we don't do it is a testimony to the failure of government for the past 57 years. But it could be fixed. And there are a lot of major shipping players that would gladly do joint venture private sector partnerships with Trinidad and Tobago so that their ships could have opportunity to expand their business and in turn give us massive revenue. Pleasure craft industry, pleasure craft university, all of these things are policies of the Progressive Empowerment Party. We could create opportunities for a lot of our unemployed and underemployed to get into marine craft maintenance, building, construction. We should be housing tens of thousands of pleasure craft here on season, off season, generating billions of dollars. Again, that's a growth pool. Foreign direct partnership, duty-free zones for manufacture, assembly, IT development. Look at what India did to
Mr.
grow
Phillip?
the largest middle class in the world with a vision for IT, information
Mr. Phillip,
technology.
I do want to thank you for joining with us and to sharing some of your ideas that your party will be coming up with in the next general election. I do want to congratulate you and thank you for bringing out a new party so that the people of Trinidad would understand that there are other parties evolving in Trinidad. And it's because they are looking for a change. Now, I understand that you are contesting the 2020 general election coming up, and I want to wish you and your party all the best in the next general election.
Thanks a lot for having us, Saeed, and I look forward to talking to you and your viewers again.
Not a problem. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, bye.
Now, viewers, that was the leader of the PPE, Phillip Alexander, People Empowerment Party. Now, listen to this, viewers. I spoke on something like this last night. But listen to this first, before I step into that big arena. After spending over a week at the Port of Spain prison, longtime companion and former government minister Marlene McDonald, Michael Carew received his $500,000 bail today. 72-year-old Michael Carew was slapped with 8 charges, which consists of 3, conspiracy to defraud the government, or 5, money laundering charge. Michael Carew, alongside Marlene McDonald and 3 others, are expected to reappear before Chief Magistrate Maria Busby on September 9th, 2019. The San Fernando to Port of Spain taxi drivers protested the temporary relocation of their taxi stand today. The taxi drivers are calling on the San Fernando Mayor, Joao Regrello, to experience what the normal citizen who are traveling from San Fernando to Port of Spain experience when the taxi stand is moved from the original location to King's Wharf.
Would the mayor go down 3 o'clock in the morning, because it have men that come here 3 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning,
24 hours, that's
to look? Would the mayor go by himself down by the wharf to stand up to wait for a car to go Port of Spain 3 o'clock in the morning?
Family.
No, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't send another family to do that. These people wouldn't do that. You know who's suffering right now? These people, the traveling public. The traveling public is suffering right now. But he don't have to go through that, because you know why? He had a mayor car. We just come home by him, take him up, came to your office, come down, take your office and bring it down by the wharf with us. Take your office and bring it down by the wharf.
So this is what the taxi drivers are going through. They are protesting for their rights. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Saeed, boy, we in real trouble in this country. Listen, you see the flooding in Trinidad that yesterday? The whole thing about the... You hear me, Saeed?
Yes, go right ahead, I'm listening.
Yes, Saeed, the flooding. If anybody walk up to the head of Piccadilly Street, by the head of Piccadilly Street, they will see the height of the dry river.
Wow.
The height of the dry river. Look at the height of the dry river. Look at the Port of Spain, the flat.
Yes, yes.
All they got to do is run the drainage back up to the river. Right? Run it up to the dry river. That's easy. Another thing, nobody in Tobago is surprised with the Prime Minister, what he does. Nobody is surprised at all. It's too much.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, listen to this. I was mentioning this on Wednesday night. One man is dead and another is warded at the hospital following a chopping altercation in Toko. According to reports, around 11:30 last evening, a 36-year-old man allegedly observed 2 men trespassing on his property along the Basin Road, Sanssouci. The homeowner is said to have picked up a cutlass and accosted the man, in which an altercation ensued, and the trespassers were dealt several blows about their bodies. A 29-year-old man, Hans, was reportedly chopped off, while the other man was chopped in the head. The police were contacted and took the injured man to hospital, where one of the men succumbed to his injuries. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night. Report here. Hello?
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
I would like to know if Miss Makila Pandey is, launching any party. What happened? I don't think we want to go back to the PNM or the UNC. And keeping in mind, Mr. Pandey was there. We can't blame his daughter for mistakes that he made. So I think she should come out and say something, because we're really looking for something new. Right? Everybody makes mistakes, and if she did and she make a mistake, at least we know, we give her a chance. Right? So I don't think we want to go back to UNC or PNM. So she should, enlighten us on what she's going to do.
Thank you, my dear. Tomorrow, my office will try to contact her and see if we can get a comment concerning the upcoming general election. But what I want to touch on is the incident that happened last evening, where a 36-year-old man was defending his property. Caller, good night.
Right, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Reference to these taxi drivers moving down to the wharf. This is a terrible move they are making, because I was down at the wharf there about 3 weeks ago. I went to buy fish, like 4:30 in the morning, and if you see that place, they said somebody came there to collect the tax, and everybody was in the van and hiding and all this kind of thing, and the individual fired some shots. So you have these criminals go down there to collect tax, and they rob the fishermen. And to move that taxi stand down to the wharf there, come on, that is ridiculous.
Yes.
They are helping nobody in this country, and I am certain that these Prime Minister, Idi Amin #2 and his gang of people want these criminals to rob people when you send them down there to get taxis. This is ridiculous, Thanks very much for giving me the opportunity, Mr. Saeed.
Thank you, my friend. Not too long I was saying how a fisherman or fishermen does be robbed by the wharf on a daily basis because there are less police present. And I have also asked on public television that the San Fernando police officers, the armies, the municipal police pay attention to the wharf, because down there is where fishermen sell their product. They produce, they go out, they catch fish, they come back in. It's a lot of money down there. You understand? It's a lot of money down there. And they also needs to be secured, just like a businessman who have a business open from 8 to 5. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
I would say down with the UNC, down with the PNM, and up with COP.
Thank you, my friend.
Give COP a chance now. It's about time. Then start a TFET. Right? So we know about the two party.
Thank you, thank you. But viewers, what do you think about this 36-year-old individual from Toko defending his property? Because I was talking about when someone enter your property and you deal with them for trespassing, TTPS would want to arrest you and charge you for manslaughter or murder because of the fact that you are defending your property. Caller, good night.
Yeah, Saeed, good
Go
night.
right ahead.
Here are Rohanson, Minister of Transport. But he to come down and back, boy, and see about all them broken bridge with breaking down and falling down, and people farm going away, agriculture produce going away. And he only studying about Port of Spain, about pump and pump. When you go to regional corporation, they say flat the government and give them no money to do no work.
Yes.
How they go boost agriculture in this country, boy? They're only studying pumping Port of Spain. They had about 1 million pump to pump that water.
Thank you, my friend. Clarence Ramarat is the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries. He's the man supposed to be making sure. He needs to make sure that agriculture in Trinidad boom. He needs to make sure and compensate farmers. Sometimes that when they hear the flood come and they have nothing to start back. You see, this is where they're supposed to have something in place. If you lose 100,000, at least give you a $50,000 credit to start back your crop. At least. You see, this is what takes place in other countries. That's why they are so booming. When our Minister of Finance said the economy has turned around, in what way it has turned around? Agriculture bill is in millions because we export. We import everything. We have farmers right here. What happened to the farmers right here? This story that happened in Toko with the chopping incident, I wonder what police officers are going to do this individual. Because I will be following this very closely. Now keep in mind, viewers, this individual was protecting his home. Because one of the individuals succumbed to his injuries. Caller, good night.
Yeah, Saeed, good night.
Right
Yeah,
ahead.
how we are the Minister of Education, boy? Yeah, he had to all. Remember school opening next 2 weeks, and I wonder if he give out them children laptop and thing.
Awaiting patiently.
Because watch, when you see right now, them children, they easy and nice because they have a little cell phone, they have a little internet, they have everything, right?
They're home.
So they're easy. But next 2 weeks, so when they come out, they're going to row the boat.
Awaiting patiently. I want him to say all schools open. Awaiting patiently. Viewers, you see, this is the show that brings the reality to you. We bring the school problems to the public. We bring the health sector to the public. We bring crime to the public. Hey, talking about crime. You all ain't see the amount of people get locked up with guns. The amount of people that get held by TTPS with guns. Now they have no bail. So the officers now, when they go on their raid and they catch these repeat offenders, they can have results. So congratulations to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, who are doing a very excellent job in weeding out criminals and weeding out repeat offenders of crime in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, they can say they have a tool to work with. Because I'm going to tell you something, Come back to me, guys. There are a lot of officers that has called me, Saeed, with this plan we exercise, with this get we warrant. And when we go after these men, because we know they are criminal, and when they face the magistrate, it's because they getting bail and they're jumping out back. And all our efforts, our intelligence, our execution, everything goes down. Because they put out hours. They put out hours into raids and proper intelligence. Now, a lot of officers are calling, Saeed, thanks. Thank you for what you're doing. Because now they have a tool to work with. No bail. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Yes, I'm calling concerning the taxi drivers north-south on the
San Fernando.
corner. Yeah, that's not. The reason why they may are moving them, they should say why they are being moved. Because they are keeping back the people who go into the bank, also when the armor truck come to do the business in the bank, they costing the cost down armor people and them. Okay? So they can't carry on how they want to get on the hooligans there. So they had to put them back where they was before. It's down there they was before, you know.
Okay.
I used to travel north-south, so it's there I used to take my taxi on the wharf.
Oh.
So they gone right back where they was before.
Okay, okay.
So the mayor did what he had to do because they keeping back customers going into the bank. They're costing, they're carrying on in front of the bank, blocking the way for the people to go in the bank. And when the armor truck come, he can't get no park to go. And when he want talking about it, they're costing them up. So you expect the mayor to move them?
I understand what you're saying. Well, I guess probably the business sector also complaining of delivery trucks can't get to their business place also. Thank you, my dear. So now the police have tool, a hefty and proper law and legislations to work with. So to the TTPS of Trinidad and Tobago, the hard-working officers, I did that for you. I did that for you. I did that for Trinidad and Tobago. I did that for the citizens. I did that for the grandmothers and the grandfathers and the uncle and the auntie, the husband, the wife, the little children. I pushed for the no bail bill just for you to have a sense of security. Even the officers will have a sense of the security, knowing that when they work hard and they go behind criminals, these criminals will finally be in prison. 120 days, when you appear before the magistrate, and because you have a rap sheet from Port of Spain to San Fernando, I don't think I will be giving you bail back in the pen. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling. Who is the biggest public servants of all? Not the government. They are paid under the taxpayers, so they are the biggest leaders in the public servants. So if the public servant people is lazy, they learn from the best. If they learn not to...
Thank you, my friend. You know, I felt a joy when my phone rang and I heard these officers, Said, I am so-and-so from so-and-so rank, and we want to thank you for a job well done. It has enlightened me, knowing that Said, you did something good. You did something excellent. Especially when that judge called me that Saturday morning and said, Said, congratulations. I am so-and-so. I was like, ooh. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but it's Fire Friday tomorrow. Our rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Be safe. Enjoy your night.